Hello everybody, on today's episode of Chicago Suburbs Living, we'll be taking a look at what happened to home prices in Will County at the end of the summer of 2023, what happened with real estate, and what's forecasted for next year and beyond. This is all going to be focused on Will County, so if you're a Will County suburban resident, this video is going to be perfect for you so you can find out everything that's going on in your market. So stick around to the end because it's going to be a lot of good information. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. As always, I'm your host, John Sintich. I'm your go-to for all things real estate in the Chicagoland area, and I do specialize in the Will County suburbs. I am a licensed realtor in the state of Illinois, so please reach out to me if you need help making a move this year, next year, or beyond. I'm happy to help. All my contact information is going to be on the screen as well as down below in the description of this video. Okay, let's get into it. In August of 2023, Will County saw a 12% decrease in new listings compared to August of 2022. So not a lot of folks listing their home for sale right now. Typically, we do see a seasonal slowdown this time of year. Most folks are in the home that they want to be in. They've already moved in, their kids are starting school, and they're settling in at the end of the summer, heading into the fall. So we do typically see less homes selling from the end of August through the end of the year. However, we did see that double-digit decrease in new listings from this time in August 2023 to last year of August of 2022. We also saw pending home sales and closed home sales decrease by 18% respectively from August of 2022 to August of 2023. And the main reason for this, guys, is this mortgage rate lock effect. I don't know if you've heard about this on the news or if you've heard mortgage experts or housing experts talk about this at all, but this mortgage rate lock effect is what's causing this huge slowdown in market activity. So what do I mean by that? People don't want to sell their home when they have a 2.5%, 3%, 4% interest rate. Over 60% of all people that have a mortgage right now have an interest rate under 4%. And nearly 92% of those with a mortgage have a rate under 5%. And guys, at the time of recording this video, the average 30-year fixed mortgage interest rate is 7.5%. So it makes sense. Sellers don't want to sell their home at a 3% mortgage rate and then have to go buy something at a 7.5% mortgage rate if they don't absolutely have to. Or if they're just rich and they don't care about spending the money. In that case, they're probably paying cash, or they just don't care about having a crazy high monthly payment. For the most part, the only people that are selling their homes right now are people that have to sell. People that are relocating because of work, they maybe had an unfortunate situation, death in the family. Maybe the owners of the home have passed away and their children are now selling that property. Maybe they're going through a divorce and they legally are obligated to sell the home. These are the folks that are selling right now. The rest of these folks, they're staying in, they're weathering the storm, they're staying where they are, and they're waiting for those interest rates to come back down before they consider selling and then buying again. And that is why, guys, we are seeing this double-digit decrease from August of last year to this year of pending home sales, closed home sales, and new listings. Now, homes are also staying on the market longer in August of 2023 than they did in August of 2022. Homes averaged about 35 days on market in August 23 compared to 27 days on market in August of 2022. And just to put this in perspective, guys, 35 days is an extremely quick amount of time in which to list your house and sell your house. Historically speaking, it could take 4 to 5 months to sell your home, whereas in this market, we're selling homes in a month and we're calling it, oh my gosh, the average days on market are going up. They're going up to 35 days. So homes are still selling relatively quickly compared to historical trends. And this increase in days on market is just due to less buyers in the market right now looking for homes. It's because of how expensive homes are right now and how expensive it is to borrow money, right? It's expensive because of the interest rates. The interest rates are higher, so it costs more to borrow money. So therefore, less people are out looking at homes. They just don't want to deal with it. And so that is what's leading to houses sitting on the market a little bit longer than they did last summer in Will County and really all over the country. Now, what about home prices? The thing we all really care about. All these stats that I talked about before, they all contribute and factor into the one thing we really want to know, home prices, right? Did home prices go up this August compared to last August, or did they go down? Before we get into that, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you're finding any value in what I'm saying, any value in this video whatsoever, do me a quick favor, hit the subscribe button. I make more content like this about the real estate market in Will County and most of the Chicagoland area. So hit the subscribe button. It would really mean a lot. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get back to it. So the median sales price for a detached single family home, okay, so not a condo townhouse, but a detached single family home in Will County went up 8.8% in August of 2023 from August of 2022. So it went up. The average price went up 5.4%. So median sales price is, let's say 30 homes sold. We look at the list, right? From 1 to 30, and we look at number 15. That's the median sales price. The average is obviously you add up 1 through 30, divided by 30. The average sales price will give you that. We like to look at median sales price a lot because it takes out a lot of the outliers that contribute to the average sales price. And the outlier is a house that sold for maybe $99,000. That was just in complete disarray, right? It's basically a tear down house, or a house that sold for 1.5 million. And they all sold in the same suburb, right? They're outliers. We want to look at a little bit more of the median in this case so we can get a better picture of the most amount of homes that are actually selling. So median sales price went up 8.8%. For condos and townhomes, the median sales price in Will County went up 10.4%. in August of 23 from August of 22. And the average price rose 9.1%. So why is this happening, guys? Why? If sales activity is so down, so decreased from last year, right? We saw double-digit decreases in pending sales, closed sales, new listings. Market is slowing down, right? Why are house prices still going up? It would seem like they should go down, right? That's what it seems like. Well, the issue is this supply and demand. If you follow this channel, you've heard me say it a million times, and you're probably sick of it by now, but it's still the main issue, right? Yes, higher interest rates are deterring a lot more buyers and keeping many of them on the sidelines out of the market, but there still are tons of buyers that need to buy. Let's just zoom out of Will County for a second and look at things on a national scale because it really helps us understand what's going on in our local market. So there were 1.4 million homes completed, new construction homes as of August of 2023. Seems like a lot, right? But it's just not enough. At the same time, we've had nearly 2.1 million household formations, which is just when someone leaves their household and forms a new household. So for example, I moved out of my mom's basement, finally. I met my fiance, now wife. We bought a house together. We started a family. She left her household. I left my household. We formed our own household. That's a household formation. We had 2.1 million of those household formations as of August of 23, and we had 1.4 million new construction homes completed. There's just not enough to keep up with the demand. When demand is higher than the supply, the price increases, and that's what's leading to this home appreciation that we're continuing to see. So let's zoom back in on Will County and take a look at what we actually have as far as homes for sale. There's only 970 active listings in Will County right now. And by active listings, I mean listings that are available and not under contract. So there's more that are active, but they're already sold. They have a buyer, it's under contract, they're not available to you. So there's 970 that are actually available that aren't under contract. And guess what? There's 697,000 people living in Will County right now. Just not enough homes for sale right now, guys. So we looked at things on a national scale, and then we zoomed back in at Will County, and the problem is there in Will County too. The supply is not keeping up with the demand. Now let's look at our crystal ball and predict the future. What's gonna happen to home prices here in the future? So according to Zillow, one of the biggest real estate companies out there, you've heard them, you're on Zillow a lot, probably scrolling, looking at houses. They have access to tons of data. That's what they do, they provide data. And according to Zillow, they're predicting an annual appreciation of 6% into 2024. And Zillow attributes its prediction to the national shortage of available homes for sale. And this is what has propped up home prices over the last several years. So it's the same thing I've just been saying, which takes us back to what I talked about earlier about this rate lock effect, okay? If millennials and Gen Z continue to do what normal humans do, move out of their house, get jobs, find a spouse, get married, have children, build families, start careers, make some money, right? They're gonna want houses, they're gonna need to buy houses. And builders just can't keep up with the construction demands that are required to bring homes to the market for these buyers. And we have all these people that don't wanna sell because they're locked into that 2.5%, 3-4% interest rate. And so we're still gonna see this supply and demand issue carrying forward into the future. We need millions upon millions of homes to come to the market to solve this issue, and they're just not coming. So we are going to continue to see home price appreciation here in Will County. So that's really all the information I'm going to cover today. I hope this was helpful for you and it gives you some insight of what's going on with housing in your community. I hope that inspires you to create a plan with your real estate agent to find something that you can comfortably afford, whether it's a fixer-upper or it's something where you maybe buy down your interest rate. Again, I'm not going to get into any of that in this video, but find a strategy where you can get a comfortable monthly payment payment, because that home price is going to continue to go up over time. So again, hope you found value in this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.